Hey, what is going on, guys? Today is Thursday, July 16th, and I hope everyone is doing well. So recently there has been a lot of talk in the community about the Xbox Series X velocity architecture and how that compares to the PlayStation 5's I/O throughput and which one is better or not. And in this video, I want to try to talk on it, but I'd like to preface it by saying I am neither a software engineer nor a hardware engineer, and there's plenty of resources of people way smarter than me, but I am just going to try to simply break it down and give you my 2 cents on what I think about the issue. The Xbox velocity architecture consists of 4 parts: the direct storage, the custom SSD, the custom decompressor chip, and the sampler feedback streaming. And without getting into the nitty-gritty of what each of these 4 parts of the velocity architecture does and how it will improve load times and streaming assets and all that, instead I will be linking to a video of a YouTuber that goes by Innocence. He is an engineering student and breaks down all the parts of the Xbox velocity architecture and even compares it to the PlayStation 5's Kraken architecture in a simple, easy format that is easily digestible for such a complex topic. Now, the way I understand it is that the solid-state drives on each console will be the biggest limiting factor in terms with I/O throughput with raw data. There is no software solution that can speed up the speed of the physical solid-state drive. Let's use a metaphor of a car to better understand this. So say you have a car that goes 200 miles per hour. That will be our SSD. And the I/O throughput is the road you're traveling on. The I/O throughput will try to get as many cars, as much traffic off the road as possible, so your car can go as fast up to its max speed. But taking the traffic off the road doesn't suddenly make the max speed of your car, or the SSD, go any faster. Now, that is with raw data. With compressed data, if you go back to my metaphor, it would be like if you stuffed more things in the car so that it could go on the single trip. But when you get to your destination, you need a special group of movers to unpack the car, and thus the special decompression chip. Decompression is how you get more data to transfer faster, but that comes down to 2 things. One, how good the velocity architecture actually is at compressing the data. So in the metaphor, how well does it actually pack in all the information in the car? Is there any wasted space? How efficiently does it do it? And 2, how good is that decompression chip? Now obviously Phil Spencer and everyone over at Microsoft will talk up how great the Xbox velocity architecture is and try to make it seem like the best thing since sliced bread. Likewise, Mark Cerny and everyone at Sony will also talk up how great the PlayStation 5's SSD is and how great the PlayStation Kraken architecture is. Now, I think Sony still has the leg up in this department because if, once again, you go back to the metaphor, they just have the bigger, faster car. Their car goes over twice the speed as Microsoft's car. Their car is bigger, and thus when it needs to compress data, can store more data in there, can hold more luggage and go faster. So yeah, you'll hear all these theoretical numbers about, oh, the Xbox can do faster number than the PlayStation 5's SSD. But in truth, we still don't know yet. Nobody knows yet, other than maybe third-party developers that have access to both the Series X and the PS5. But other than those very select group of people, there's hardly anyone that could actually know. It all comes down to how good the compression is, how good that velocity architecture and Kraken architecture is at decompressing all the data, and there's just no way any of us could crunch numbers and try to get theoretical limits and say that is absolutely the best case scenario, because it won't be best case scenario every time. That's not how the world works. Theoretical best hardly are ever the norm. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Like I said, I am no software nor hardware engineer. Go check out Innocent's video down below and tell me, what do you guys think of the Xbox velocity architecture and the speed compared to the PS5's Kraken architecture? Do you think Xbox will be faster? Do you think PlayStation will be faster? Let me know down below. And as always, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button down below and consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thanks guys.